Hello, everybody. It's been a while. Been busy. Anyway, today we are going to look at everybody's favorite, Richard Wolff, who I think is kind of the most famous intellectual with the least amount of intellectualism in his head. And he's going to be praising China today. Yeah, let's watch it and then I will react.
If you go to China today and you move around the country, you will almost certainly do it by rail. It will blow your mind.
If you come to Sweden, you will move around the country by rail. I don't know if it'll blow your mind or not. It is public transportation, which isn't so mind blowing. Airplanes are also public transportation, and you're 40,000 feet in the air, and it's pretty normal to most people. But anyway, with typical dramatic fashion, he acts like you have no idea how amazing socialism, communism can be. Let's continue.
You have no idea what a railroad can be until you go there. I mean, there's some other countries do this also, but the Chinese are way ahead. Rapid, beautiful, wonderfully appointed trains. We don't have that at all. Can't we build trains? Of course we can. Do we have the technical knowledge? Of course we do. We built a lot of railroads in history of this country. It's not profitable, so we don't have it. It's not profitable there either, but they do have it. Well,
Yeah, true. So if it's not profitable, well, how do you pay for it? Through taxation, and taxation is theft. It's just stealing money from people and saying, well, we're going to build this nice big shiny thing and look how amazing it is. Yes, anybody can do this. America could steal a bunch of money from people, a lot more money than they do, and build a big shiny rail, but they choose not to, which I think is a good thing. Of course, there are businessmen that have proposed building rails and things, and I think that it would happen if it wasn't for the government stopping them because of the fact that they might make profit. How dare they? Let's continue.
why? Because the government did it. This is a whole different way of thinking about what an economy is there for. I mean, either the economy is there to serve us, the people, or we, the people, are there to serve the economy.
Okay. The economy is there to serve us, or we are there to serve the economy. Well, what is the economy? The economy is the collection of, or the accumulation of, or the summation of all human economic action. It's not a thing that is separate from people, and people are not separate from it. They're part of it. In the same sense, like it'd be like saying, well, the culture is there to serve us, or are we there to serve the culture? Well, the culture is created by us. The same thing with the economy. So this is a false dichotomy that Richard is making. But okay, so let's talk about China a little bit. Haven't talked about China much on this channel. So he's saying that they build these big, beautiful things because the government does it and it's beautiful. Well, how does the government do this? China is a very poor country still. Yes, they have big, beautiful rails in Shanghai and Beijing and maybe Chongqing, and maybe one or two cities looks okay. Well, this is all due to theft. How many people do you think are living at less than $10 a day? Now, these numbers are tough to find because the Chinese government lies about everything, essentially. But when they give numbers about their poverty, you can almost be sure that it won't be less than the number that they give. And in 2020, there was a Chinese premier, Li Keqiang, that said there were 600 million people in China living on less than 1,000 yuan a month, and 1,000 yuan a month is about $140, which adds up to a little bit less than $5 per day. This is 600 million people. This is almost half of the Chinese population. So, okay, they have big, nice, shiny, amazing trains that will blow your mind, says Wolff. But they take it from people that are literally living in the dirt. And I say this not metaphorically. How many people do you believe are living in caves in China? Like in the mud, in the dirt, in the side of the hill, in the cave? Well, China estimates themselves that it's about 30 million. So it's a minimum of 30 million people living in caves. In caves. And yes, they are taxed because all economic activity is taxed. So China, ironically, is the poster boy and the amazing new way into the future for Richard Wolff. But it is it lives in abject poverty and fear and humiliation, really. The truth is always suppressed in China. For instance, there is no negative news in Chinese media about China. The only negative news in Chinese media is about outside of China, about foreign countries and how bad they are. All the information within China in their news is always positive. So if there is a flood and it kills 10,000 people, which, it happens. It happens because China really doesn't care about preventing anything. They're mostly caring and just covering it up. So you will hear nothing about, from the official Chinese media, you will hear nothing about a flood killing 10,000 people until, months later, when the Chinese government has invested a lot in cleanup efforts and helping, you will hear how wonderful the Chinese government is in helping all these people that were affected by a natural disaster. But you will not hear about the devastation and how bad it is at the start or what caused it. You will only hear about the wonderful efforts from the great CCP. The same thing with the trains. You will not hear about all the money that was taken from all the poor people and what they could have done with that money. No, like Richard Wolff, you'll be amazed by how shiny and fast the train is. So yeah, China is nothing to be envied, nothing to be copied, nothing at all to desire in any way, shape, or form. So this has been me actually thinking today. Richard Wolff is still an idiot. And if you disagree with me, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.